Welcome to the Collectorists Podcast. Today we are looking at if WWE might get another Mattel Creations crowdfund or if they lost their chance. Thank you for joining us about everything action figures and collectibles. Today I'm flying solo, but we're super excited. We have a lot of news. Let's get right into that. So first off, for the news, we saw these images earlier, and this is for the Hobgoblin and Mary Jane. We saw these released a while back, a couple weeks ago here. However, we have heard that next week will be the pre-order date for that. So mark your calendars. Make sure you get on that. The other ones haven't really been selling out, but you never know if these will. There might be a lot of Mary Jane fans there, or maybe Green Goblins too. That Green Goblin, the retro, is hard to get. This is definitely a different sculpt, it looks like. The face is face for the retro Green Goblin had real crazy eyes. So this is a different sculpt, I think, for the head at least. But overall, this one's going to be easier to get than the old one for sure, which is about $100 if you want to get on eBay for the secondary or other secondary markets. So definitely something to check for. We also have some other news. So not just the pre-orders, but we did get some new items released. This is Hawkeye. This is part of the 60th anniversary Hawkeye. It also comes with the Sky Cycle. This is from the Avengers. If you're not sure, aren't familiar with Hawkeye, here is his package, the package he's contained in. But so this is still part of the windowless packaging. Then in theory that is going to be fixed in the near future. But as of now, we still have these in the next few in the releases that will include no plastic for the packaging. Nice design there, and with any kind of Windows packaging, it's hard to tell really what you're getting, especially if you're trying to look at it at the store. We also have here's another picture of what it looks like. There's the Sky Cycle, and that's kind of very close to what it is on there. You can pose them on it. Looks like a cool little vehicle. You never know with those exactly how they're going to do posability-wise, but a cool idea. There's other things I'd like to see, like a Bat Cycle. That'd be cool. Not Marvel, but still, maybe Wolverine on the motorcycle. I think we've gotten that though. But some cool ideas. Go ahead and put in the comments what vehicles would you like to see in your Marvel Legends or other figures. I know Lightning Collection has been doing some vehicles as well with some cycles and such, like with the In Space Silver Ranger recently, and also a Blue Ranger from another one that was after I watched. But to go ahead and put in the comments, what vehicles do you wish you had? Not the big ones, but like small ones. What do you think you could include with figures? Or maybe you would and you just put a big price tag. Let me know in the comments. We also have here, this is from Guardians of the Galaxy. This is a 2-pack they've released. They've been doing 2-packs a lot lately in Marvel Legends. I don't hate it. I think it's a good way to get 2 figures out, and especially ones that might not do super well on the pegs. So this one is Drax the Destroyer and Marvel's Moondragon. And these are some cool looking figures. I like the size of these, is the first thing that I thought. So the size discrepancy, you can even tell from here. Drax is a decent sized figure. We have it's Moondragon, there's Drax. And he is as you can tell, quite a bit larger, pretty beefy. And that I wonder if it's going to be comparable to the like Rhino that we've gotten recently. The Hulks and the things, kind of the beefier ones, Kingpin. There's a size comparison for you. So pretty cool looking figures on that. Some comic inspired sculpts there for deco. But so that's the news, kind of a light news week. Marvel Legends definitely hitting it hot, but not much on the other fronts. We hope to hear a little more soon. But we did want to talk about last week, have a moment of silence for the Nitro ring. Okay, moment's over. Obviously, not enough people backed it. There was a surge the last couple of days. We had hope, but that hope was fleeting. Matt, you were right. You win. We didn't really make a bet, but you thought that it wouldn't back. I had my optimism there, but it did not end up working out in my favor. So no crowdfunding, unfortunately. But that is what it is. However, this leads us to the question: will WWE get another crowdfund from Mattel? Now that question, it's hard to say. They did hint very heavily with the Mattel team. The Mattel team hinted very heavily that if this doesn't go through, it's going to be hard to pitch the next ones. Felt like that was kind of a last-ditch effort, potentially, of Mattel to kind of say, hey, make this happen or else this might not happen later. I didn't see it as a threat, but it's a valid thought that how can they go in the boardroom and say, let's do this again if it was a failure before. I definitely think there's a market for it. I'm just not sure if WCW was the right fit. You ask Matt and he'd tell you that it was. But so long ago, over 20 years. So at this point, I don't know. I don't think it was the right choice. I don't know what the right choice was, though. So I guess you can't complain if you don't give solutions. So I'd like to see them try another crowdfund. I think there's a place for it. Maybe crowdfund with a group of figures, maybe a ultimate 4-pack or something. I'd start a little smaller, maybe not something as big. So I mean, the new gen ring did go through, which is great for them, but this one did not. So I don't know. Maybe try a different era. Ruthless Aggression, if you ask me, give me a Ruthless Aggression stage. Give me the SmackDown fist maybe or something. But it's interesting to see how these crowdfunds are going. The ones that back, the ones that don't. So we'll see how that goes for future. I think that they're going to try something in the future, but we're not going to get it for a while. They need some time to rest and recoup and figure out what they're going to do. That is what our take is. Go ahead and put below. Do you think we're going to get another WWE crowdfund? Do you think that it's going to be bigger? Do you think it's going to be smaller? Do you think it's going to be figures, or is it going to be another playset? Let us know in the comments. And as we move along here, we're going to talk now about some pickups for the week. Go ahead and put in the comments, what were your pickups for the week? Did you get anything big? Did you get anything small? What'd you get? Did you get something delivered? Did you pre-order anything? So for me, I got a couple pickups, some stuff that I ordered a little bit ago that I was waiting on. One that I waited a couple months on, but we'll get to those in a second. So first off, I would like to, we're going to get organized here. I expanded. So last week I started out with my NECA Gargoyles collection. Now I hypothesized that was going to start a problem, and that problem has continued. And by problem, I mean really exciting new things. So this is Goliath, as you can see. And this figure is huge. Let's see here. Big size. And these wings are the size of the window here. So of the whole box. So this thing's going to be huge when I display it, which I am excited to when I am able to. But so that is the Goliath there. I'm going to keep them in box for now until I figure out how exactly I'm displaying it, because I don't know exactly how these are going to package and store. But excited about this. Looks really, really cool on the inside there. Got multiple heads, has the tail, has the wings. Cool art. This came by eBay, and honestly, when I got it, it looked pretty banged up. But in retrospect, it's not terrible. Definitely could be worse, but could be better. Not mint, but not terrible. So I'm going to keep that boxed up. I also got, this is my from the DC Superpowers. Talked about that last week. This is the Nightwing here. I'm just getting the Batman figures for these Superpowers. So I'm going to let him breathe real quick. Last week I did get Batman. This one's counterpart. Now, again, I decided not to get all of the figures because that is a big undertaking. But I figured by eliminating Batman, I'm going to make it so I don't overdo it, which is a possibility. I always dive too deep, which is a problem, but I guess that says something about me. But here is Nightwing. Like we said last week, good price point, $10 each. So that's nice. Got some articulation there. Got the hips that swivel, not really swivel, but swing. Got the shoulders that swing. Don't have any arms, don't have wrists, don't have hands, don't have feet. But limited articulation for me that I'm going to pose it. I'm not mad about that. Also comes with these batons. I think is the right word. That's the word I'm using. But, ooh, those go in the hands pretty nicely. All right. So, nice. All right. This is a cool figure overall. I think that I'm liking this line quite a bit. But this is my second figure. I was tempted to get more, but they aren't Batman, so I'm not going to get it because I need to have rules. Otherwise, I dive deeper than I should. So I also have some Lightning Collection pickups. This one was I started my I got Ninjor last week, and you can kind of see him back there behind Batman. And if you can see it, you can take a look in that. in last week's episode. But I started the Ninja Rangers. I got this loose on eBay. All the heads, all the pieces I needed, but this one is the first piece of my collection. This one was the Red Ranger Ninja. I decided that I didn't want to have multiple sets of the in-suit Mighty Morphin figures, but I also wanted to represent Rocky and Aisha and Adam. Sorry, it's a cardinal sin for Power Ranger fans, I suppose. But Adam, I want to make sure I had all of those. So I decided that I was going to do them in ninja form, and so that's what I'm doing. So this is my start of my Ninja Rangers. Along those lines, I also have this. Now, this is the Pink Ranger. Now, you're going to say, well, that's not the right one. Okay, listen to me. Like I said, I don't want to have the original ones, multiple sets of them in their suits. So yes, Kimberly was in the movie and also the series when they switched over. However, eventually we do get Kat, which is what we get eventually. And I do want her represented because I think I remember her as in the Rangers. So this way I am able to represent her. And Kat, you get a spot on my display. Not going to open her yet, maybe some other time. But this guy came loose, so figured I'd show him off. I do really like that it has the emblems here that they have from the movie and also the TV show. Some good articulation. I like that it's different than the different sculpt than all the Power Rangers. I feel like a lot of the Power Rangers are just reused, which is fine. It's fine. It's usable, but these are definitely different. And I'm excited to see it displayed against those and how they interact. So overall, those are my Lightning Collection pickups. I do have, though, some more obscure stuff. These are wrestling figure stuff I have. And so I got Smart Mark Sterling. These are part of the Major Bendies. Do love the podcast, Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. This is my last part of my 4 for the Major Bendies, the figure 4. I think is what they're called, but I could be wrong. But this is a Smart Mark Sterling. Excited to get him posted up. However, go ahead and write in the comments, how do you display your Bendies? If you have Bendums or Major Bendies, how do you display those? Do you stand them up? Do you put them in a card? I kind of want to have a display, but I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. So go ahead and write below in the comments how you do that. Go ahead and give us a like if you like what we're doing. If you're here still, you obviously kind of enjoyed, or you lost a remote. So give it a like, subscribe even. That way you can find out when we have new ones of these. But we have one last one here. This is my Danhausen Heels and Faces. This is the only figure in the moment that I plan to get from this line. But I already have the Bendies, Major Bendies, Danhausen, and now this Danhausen to continue my Danhausen collection. I will not count the micro ballers as figures because those like little figurines, which, yes, they're like figures. Anyway. Not going to count them, but that is what it is. So excited about this figure, though. I waited I didn't get it initially. I should have when they put it for the pre-order, but this figure is really cool. And then I saw that they were put it on Pearls and Tees, so I got it off of there. So did not come with the extra bag of money and the teeth, but I am excited to get this. This is a cool figure, and he's going to have a spot in my display. So gonna open them up eventually. Not today though. Yeah. Go ahead and put in the comments, what did you pick up? Put in the comments what you got and let us know. But thank you for joining us today. Make sure you tune in next week. We hope to have a full roster with Matt back because I know it's more fun, at least for me. We got 2 people. But thank you for joining us. Put in the bottom, what did you pick up this week? And what do you about the news that we got? But thanks for joining us. We'll see you around.